Chase Lee Hockey with the Blue Futon, and the last documentary I think I'm going to watch during Sundance is We Met in Virtual Reality. Should you go in virtual reality and figure out if you should meet people? Let's find out. So just a heads up, the only virtual reality I've ever tried is the PlayStation VR. I sold it. I'm waiting for PlayStation VR 2 because I do have the PS5. Yes, ha ha ha, I have that in the Series X. Don't tell anyone else. But anyway, We Met in VR. What is this about? Well, it's pretty simple premise. It's about people in VR meeting each other and then getting married, doing other stuff like sign language, becoming hot dog people because they want to be a hot dog or anime girl, but in real life they're a guy with a beard. Then they go into whole non-binary stuff, which personally I still don't understand that concept. Just I'm just like, to me personally, I've listened to other stuff, other people talk about it. I just don't understand it. Just my mentality of life and everything like that. So little did I know that there are strip clubs in VR. There's lap dances, there's pole dancing. My mind was kind of blown about what is actually in these VR worlds. I just wasn't expecting. It's hard to rate a movie like this because there's not really cinematography. The only thing there really is interviewing and watching avatars do random stuff like lap dancing, kissing, talking, going on fake airplanes, riding in fake vehicles in Jurassic Park. So it's hard to rate this movie on how it's technically made. You only can really review it on the context and content in this movie. And I'm sorry, I just don't understand this world. It actually terrifies the fuck out of me. We're going with today's day and age, okay? So I don't know if it's going to be a rant, but where I think the future is going, like I said, it terrifies the shit out of me. There's a difference between like the PlayStation VR of literally playing Resident Evil and you're like, oh fuck, there's a zombie after me, shoot, 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 or playing Until Dawn, or flying a plane, shit like that, where you're playing a single player game. But the real interaction with people and where we're going to as a society kind of scares the shit out of me. Like, I just saw, this is nothing to do with VR, but I just saw a yearbook of second graders and they're all wearing masks. Why are we normalizing this shit? And I feel like this is where we're going with the whole VR world. We're normalizing it, aka Mark Zuckerberg, lizard people. Okay, I don't believe he's a lizard. That was a kind of a joke. But Mark Zuckerberg metaverse. Like, it feels like we want to go in this metaverse type of thing where you put on this VR and you're talking to people and you're living in your fucking pod. It feels like this is promoting pod life, and it scares the shit out of me. Like, what is wrong with going to the beach and talking to random people? What's wrong with one-on-one contact? And I feel like we are, as a society, like, getting away from that because people are like, oh, I don't feel comfortable in my real body, so I want to be an anime girl, or I want to be a gremlin, or I want to be this, have a tail. Why does everyone have a fucking tail in this thing? I don't know. It scares the fuck out of me, and I'll say it plenty of times. Yeah, there's some good stories where there is a couple in this, that one's in Miami, one's in London, and they actually met in real life. Yeah, that's fine because the whole premise is, I don't really know the whole premise at that point because, COVID really wasn't that prominent. And I feel like that's the other issue with this is a lot of people in this world are terrified of the real world. They have so much anxiety and depression of being behind a computer and not talking to people, and it's not healthy. It's not a healthy thing. You get rid of anxiety by seeing people, by talking to them, by interacting, have positives in life, negatives in life, experiencing things. But when you're stuck behind a computer screen, being keyboard warriors and being VR warriors, if I want to put it that way, it's an issue where society's breaking and us being normal human beings and talking to each other doesn't work. You see people walking down the street now with headphones face down, face down, face down. Like, it's hard to make eye contact with people. As a person who's supposed to be in a position to make eye contact with people, it's very hard. Not all people, but it's sometimes very hard to get people to just make eye-to-eye contact. And people think it's uncomfortable or it gives people the wrong way. There's nothing wrong with eye-to-eye contact. But overall, it is a very informative documentary of what is going on in the computerverse and the metaverse. And like I said before, it scares the shit out of me. I did not expect, VR weddings. I didn't expect VR strip clubs. I didn't expect VR Jurassic Park. The sign language one was pretty cool, but it was so woke. Like, oh, this is the trans symbol, this is the non-binary symbol, this is this symbol. I mean, and then you have like, she's like, oh, the rainbow and everything like that. It's like, oh, this is what queer means and everything. It's like, sure, okay, cool, but I mean, why not talk about what the sign of straight is, or the straight sign of female is? Like I said plenty of times before, if The Walking Dead happened, or the zombies happened, 95% of the population wouldn't make it. I would be fine. I know how to shoot a gun, do stuff like that, survive in the real world, not in the metaverse. So yeah, might have been a little bit of a rant review of my personal like scareness of the world, but I think this VR movie was supposed to try to bring out those emotions, and it did, not in a good way at all. Because yeah, I just feel like the people in these worlds, not all of them, 100% not all of them, they don't know how to live in the real world. They don't know how to go outside, make a garden, landscape, change a tire. Like I said, I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. So We Met in VR will receive a 1.5 out of 5 with Futons because at 30%. Why 30%, you're asking for this one? Nothing about how it's made. It scares me, and I try to keep an open mind. I watched the movie. I spent $20 to watch this movie, to have an open mind, and my mind is open to not do this. So let's see if the critics' review scores reviewed this one. Oh, fuck me. Okay. So the critics, there's 5 of them. It's 100%, guys. Managed to quickly shield the trapping of tech-heavy format as real human story punches through. Director has made a tender, effective documentary about love, friendship, people find a place they could be themselves. We Met in reality winds up feeling like a fascinating shallow glimpse of the 21st century, meaning with coping with outsider Dom. Immersive and powerful, no. 5 out of 5. VR is a testament of virtual reality unique to bring the desperation into a I could be a fucking Academy Award winner actor reading that shit, man. You probably didn't even hear what I was saying because I'm trying to read it, and they want us to live in this pod. Like, I'm pretty a 5 out of 5, a 4 out of 5. A fascinating glimpse of the 21st century means of coping. What are you fucking coping with? Oh my god! Okay, now I'm fucking pissed. These motherfuckers, okay? Yes, the pandemic happened. There is no stopping to go outside and fucking still live your goddamn life during the fucking COVID. There's nothing to be fucking scared about. Yes, if you're fucking a little bit healthy, if you could run a 7-minute mile, if you could fucking play basketball, if you do a little shit like that, yes, you're gonna get fucking sick a little bit. But 70 fucking percent of the people are fat and they're fucking obese. And those are the people that are fucking sick and dying, or they're goddamn old as shit, over 90 years old, fucking 80 years old. Yes, you're gonna have some really rare ones where you have fucking comorbidities and shit like that, but holy fucking shit. Calm down. Get the fuck outside now. Like, this shit about coping. Oh, we need to cope in the 21st century. What the fuck are you coping? I understand some of these people in this documentary had fucking shitty stuff in real life. Yeah, if you're fucking deaf and mute, I fucking understand that. That's how you communicate and shit like that. Or you find out that your brother died or something like that. Yes, my fucking sister died, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about on some of those goddamn levels. And it's called fucking coping by talking to people in real life and getting away from the fucking computer and literally do shit. What the fuck are you coping? Your goddamn fake anxieties at some level? Yeah, some of them are real. Some of your depression's goddamn real. If you get a call because you're deaf and you can't hear the phone and you hear that your brother committed suicide, abso-fucking-lutely. One of my uncles committed suicide too, in the fucking most brutal goddamn way possible. I just think, yes, there is real depression, real anxiety out there, but some of it is fucking fake. During the pandemic, I was in goddamn California. There was nothing stopping me from going outside, walking my dog, going to the goddamn park, not wearing the mask, even though some motherfuckers I was playing basketball outside and they took the goddamn rim down. I'm fucking outside by myself. Let me play some goddamn basketball, you fucking Californians. Holy fucking shit. That was a goddamn rant. A fucking 100. What the fuck are you coping, my dude? Bringing geographical disparities. This is another one. People together in a high tactile way in addition to importance during the pandemic. There's nothing wrong with playing Warzone. Fucking talk that way. But when you're doing this shit, like fucking fake lap dancing shit, it's fucking terrifying. And then you really don't know who's behind that avatar. Just like this fucking hot dog motherfucker. He's like, I'm a big guy with a beard and I want to be a goddamn anime girl. That's fucking not normal. It's not. There's no such thing as a goddamn anime girl. They're fucking fake. Real issues are like fucking girls getting raped by fucking child motherfuckers in goddamn Virginia in the fucking school borough shit covering that bitch up. Then you have the fuck, like I said, Dr. Phil, Mike Welsh, or Matt Welsh thing. Motherfuckers, man. Now I'm fucking ranting. And okay, 100% are 30. Chase the guy with the blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Futon Utopia. You blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. God damn it. I fucking hate fake motherfuckers. I hate fake motherfuckers. People that fucking have double goddamn standards are the fucking hypocritical. Those three shit fucking pisses me off. And I feel like, yeah, I completely understand. If you're going to meet in real life, sure. Now I'm going to repeat this again. Some of this shit might be real and they're coping. Completely fucking real. But some of this shit is fucking fake because these people in real life don't know real hardships. And they think they know what anxiety is. They think they know what depression is, but they don't. They really fucking don't. Rant over. Holy shit. I'm not even mad at the movies anymore. Maybe that's the whole point of it. I didn't watch the Q&A. I only watched 10 minutes of it because I was getting tired. Motherfucker, now I'm not tired. Now I'm going to finish Archive 81 because I have 2 more episodes in that. Tomorrow, it's going to be Hatching, Resurrection, I think, and I'm going to watch Piggy. I'm fucking doing Piggy. There's one called The Cow who sang songs or something like that, and it sounds fucking weird. Fuck, I don't know, man. Fucking A. World, let's get fucking better. Let's talk to each other. Let's have human conversations. Oh my fucking...